Hasbro owns My Little Pony. Take that description! At any rate, so, while there is a slight continuity error with Canterlot Wedding, with Twilight completely not knowing that Cadence would have been the woman that Shining is marrying, although on the other hand, we could retcon that as being part of the reason she was so steamed with him, is because, and you will see this in the comic, all the crap they went through to try and figure it out. She and Cadence. It's actually just awesome. It's awesome. Also, another thing on Twilight is this comic canonizes not just Twilight being a gamer, not just Shining being a gamer, but the mere concept of RPG and card gaming in Equestria canon. Not to mention, look around on the walls. There's some stuff. A certain sci-fi series apparently has in a pixie a certain something in which red shirts get shot quite often. But also they have a certain game about, dragons that might or might not be in dungeons. So I don't really feel like talking about who owns them, and this is funnier. Not to mention a certain card game of which is featured prominently on this channel. They have their pixies, and I approve of this nerdiness. Talk about pandering correctly to your audience. I really hope they have, this probably wouldn't be a good episode, but like an issue in the comics on this being a bonding thing, but with Twilight and Shining and Luna. Because I would love Luna to be a gamer. I'd love for her to discover the idea of gaming and then show her. Because it's probably a bit much for the TV, not enough for the TV show, but for the comics to be perfect. Especially in the Friends Forever or something like that. The microcomic, the Friends Forever type stuff, because the microcomics are gone now. Or whatever comes after Friends Forever, if something does. That'd be just great. So let's see. Another thing I loved was the float scene. Because we get to see a Philly vinyl scratch, and oh, hey, that's how she got her cutie mark. Give me a moment. And just... Sorry, lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Then also, just look at the float. I can see at least 2 references. One, I want to say it's Devo. One of the guys is dressed up like Devo. I don't know what the others are dressed up as, because screw you, I don't. But also, they're parroting, if I'm correct, Pedo Bear song. That's funny. And just really, it just looks oddly triumphant, even though one of them is using a xylophone. It still looks triumphant, especially since Shining Armor just goes so all out. And let's see, and on that we need to go back to the almighty computer. Worship its eternal, or not quite eternal light. Because, well, as we all know, computers go bye-bye, unfortunately. Another thing, Cadence, once she takes over the story, talks about her prep for going to the dance. And besides the fact it was all rather amusing, them talking about Buck and such, but something got brought up that I'm of the opinion is actually a rather nice thing for the, for an official nod to. The fact that guys have cutie marks. Hey man, I got my cutie mark. Admittedly, I'm not exactly sure if manly mark probably shouldn't be it, but macho mark, well, if nothing else, we call it a cutie mark, so macho mark sounds appropriate, more or less. That's the 2 ideas the comic gives. So, okay, out of those 2, I'd go for the macho mark. Then also, at the dance, Poindexter Fool's Guy. Really look around in it, Poindexter Fool's Guy, and he's just, oh, he's so beautiful. Poindexter. And finally, appropriately enough, I really like the end. I'm not going to say anything on it because obviously it's a spoiler, but just, I really do. And it's not because it's just outrageous, but just, it's a nice little yeah, sorry, I already said it. But yeah, in fact, really it will involve one of Cadence's friends from school. So, well, pay attention to the two of them. One of them will be at the end there. I finally said it. But yeah. So, that's all for Neigh Anything. Tune in next time for, I want to say the pirate one. I'm not sure. Just saying that hurt me.